Hello, my name is Chance, and this is going to be my first ever art vlog video thing. It's just a quick study. I probably spent about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe a little bit more than that. So I guess it's not so quick after all. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I did with a little bit of iffy commentary, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Here it is.
Alright, so basically I start off with the lines, just throwing them down as quickly and as semi-accurately as possible. I probably should have spent a little bit longer on the line um, essence of this painting, because I kind of get into a little bit of a proportional problem later on down the line, but it's alright. So now pretty much I take the lasso tool and I just grab as many of the major parts as possible and I just throw down flat colors. Sometimes what I'll do is I will use the gradient tool when I'm doing this as well to try and like mix the colors. And as you see, like I did just there, I used the paintbrush tool to kind of get like a quick little texture effect on there. But yeah, I try to stay away from the details as much as possible. It's very hard to stay away from the details because you just want to dive right into something. Like, see, like what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of kicking myself watching it. I should have focused, I think, more on the stuff back there before I even threw in those lines of the mast of the boats. Those could have waited until the very end, actually, but they were, I think, my favorite part of the whole painting, so I wanted to dive into them really quickly. Yeah, so as you see, right then I just moved the boats over. I realized that they were in the complete wrong spot. However, I didn't realize that they are the completely wrong size, and I don't think I ever figure out they are the wrong size. They're way too big. It kind of looks like I've cropped the image almost closer, but it's all good. Do better on that aspect the next study that I do. So yeah, now I'm really going in there with the brush. I've got pretty much the basic color scheme, the basic layout done. And so I'm going to go in and start adding like the medium-sized details. And again, it's like super easy to get lost in the details, so I have to constantly remind myself, just keep going, keep pushing. Because things move so much in a piece. I often like to consider it as, trying to make something as big as possible and then trying to shrink it down. It's easier to shrink something down to size than to try and build back up into a bigger piece. So you'll also see me using the lasso tool quite frequently in this. I'm trying to get a lot better at using it. At first, I struggled deeply and greatly against the lasso tool because for whatever reason I had it in my head that, oh, if you're not using a brush like a traditional painter all the way through, then you are cheating. But that's not the case. This is the digital age, and I mean, even like masters had their tools that they used. So we need to take advantage of all the tools that we have at our disposal. So yeah, so me and the lasso tool are friends now to an extent. It just really helps separate out objects and creates hard edges that oftentimes kind of get left. I don't know if it's a digital thing that just the edges kind of get muddied together easily. Easier? Is that a word? Much easily? Much easier? Much easier. There we go. But yeah, so I don't know if it's digital or what, but the lasso tool just makes reading the objects a lot easier because it creates those hard, crisp edges needed. Alright, now you see that I'm finally going to the background here. And it's probably like my most dreaded part of the piece, which is why I'm going to it kind of last. I'm still trying to get those mid-range details done and taken out. Like I'm not going super detailed yet, though sometimes I feel like I fell into that. But I'm just, laying in, like I just laid in some atmosphere trying to push back the background, which you can kind of see in the photo there, but I think I eventually kind of over-exaggerated a little bit more than what's actually in the photo, just to create more depth. That's what like my current objective is, to learn depth and how to be better at it. All right, so now you see that I'm going in and I'm starting to add more of the detail, like the nasty like mud water and some of the flowers and leaves that are closer up. I just threw in some water detail there. Now this is, I think, probably one of the first times I've ever painted, if not the first time I've ever painted water before. And I think it came out pretty okay for it being my first time. I probably could have stayed a little bit more true to the above photo, but overall I'm pretty happy with the overall outcome of that. Water's super cool because it's so reflecty, but in like a weird wishy-washy way. Let's see. Yep, so I'm going in there, and you can probably hear my cat in the background. He's desperate for attention, but I'm giving it to you all right now. So I'm still going in there, pushing things, pulling things, carving out everything still, trying to make everything as close as possible to the image, even though I kind of failed where the boats are at least. But yeah, so now I'm throwing up those masks, which I think this is the perfect time to do it, and I wish I would have done that with the first masks that I threw up for the boats. I got like all the mid-range details down, and now I'm going in and putting in the finer details into the boats and the foliage and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm still constantly trying to, figure out where everything lies and get it going that way. So yeah, now everything is, the closer up it is, using bigger brush strokes, the further back it gets, I'm using littler brush strokes. So yeah, I'm pretty much winding down, trying to take my time, seeing what needs to be added. Sometimes it's good when you're doing these studies to, aim for accuracy when you really want it, but, also give your own little artistic splashes in there as well. Yep, and I think that's about it for this video. The final product is popping up right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you want me to do more of these, send me some likes, send me some subscribes, and I'll keep doing it. All right, have a good one, and peace.